And once again, I want to say greetings to each and every one of you, Aquaba, and welcome. Welcome to another round of the Conscious Roster Report here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, and on livinginblack.com. My name is Kedia Wadu, aka the Conscious Roster. Weekday mornings, you and I get together live. We come at you from 9 a.m. Pacific Time, that's 12 noon Eastern Time, 5 p.m. GMT, and 8 p.m. East Africa Time. We get together with you, and we deal with culture, consciousness, historical perspectives. We deal with entertainment, economics, education, health, labor, law, politics, religion, family, conflict, future studies, all areas. It is the 17th day of October, 2025 in the Western calendar. This corresponds to the year 6266 in the calendar of ancient Kemet, to which we have realigned our cultural clock. Welcome to the 7th millennium. You have found your family in a peaceful place here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, and on livinginblack.com. And my name is Kedia Wadu, aka the Conscious Roster. And this is another edition of Making Money Fridays. And I hope you are in good spirits today, joining us here bright and early for today's show. I think we have a good topic for us today. We're staying on this theme, Making Money Fridays. And we're focusing in on consumerism once again. This is a very important subject, in my opinion. Welcome to today's episode, where we dive into the world of conscious consumerism. Conscious consumerism. This is a movement that's reshaping how we shop, spend, and live. As global awareness grows around sustainability, ethics, and social impact, more people are asking, what's the true cost of what I buy? From the fast fashion to fair trade coffee, we'll explore how everyday choices can support a healthier planet and fairer economies. Whether you're a seasoned eco shopper or just curious about making more mindful decisions, this episode will unpack the power of intentional consumption and how small shifts can lead to big change. Let's rethink what it means to consume. Consume, consume, consume. I think most of us would agree that this is a key hallmark of being an obnoxious American on this planet. And can we do better than this? I think we can. But I have been wrong before. I think we can do better, but I have been wrong before. So here's an explanation of what we're witnessing. Consumerism has become a significant problem in the United States. Some would even say consumerism is the new religion. It's become a significant problem in the U.S. due to a combination of cultural, economic, and technological forces that prioritize material acquisition over sustainability and well-being. At its core, American consumerism is driven by a relentless cycle of advertising, social comparison, and instant gratification. Corporations invest billions in marketing to create perceived needs, convincing individuals that happiness and status are tied to owning the latest, greatest products. This mindset is reinforced by social media, where curated lifestyles fuel pressure to keep up with trends, regardless of financial or environmental cost. Economically easy access to credit and low interest rates have enabled overspending and debt accumulation, making consumption feel painless in the short run. Meanwhile, planned obsolescence, where products are designed to wear out or become outdated, ensures continued demand. The result is a throwaway culture that strains natural resources, fills landfills, and contributes to climate change. Psychologically, consumerism often masks deeper issues like loneliness, anxiety, or lack of purpose. Instead of addressing these root causes, people seek temporary relief through purchases. Over time, this erodes community values, increases inequality, and disconnects individuals from meaningful experiences. Tackling consumerism requires a cultural shift toward mindfulness, sustainability, and redefining success beyond material wealth. So that is an introduction to today's topic. I'm going to share a few talking points, key concepts related to this topic of the Conscious Consumer's Guide to More Money, to making more money. And of course, it's not a matter of making more money, but it's a matter of allocating the money we have towards its greatest effectiveness and always keeping in mind that to be happy first is our intention. I'm going to share 10 points of conversation, the Conscious Consumer's Guide to Making More Money. This concept empowers listeners to make smarter purchasing decisions that save money and increase their effective income, covering topics like value-based shopping, negotiating bills, and avoiding lifestyle inflammation. Here's 10 conversation points we're going to be talking about today. Number 1, defining conscious consumerism. 2, the effective income mindset. 3, value-based shopping. 4, the power of the pause. 5, negotiating everyday bills. 6, avoiding lifestyle inflation. 7, buying experiences over things. 8, using technology for smart spending. 9, personal sustainability as financial therapy or strategy. Personal responsibility as financial strategy. And 10, building a conscious spending plan. So, are you ready? Let's go deeper into this. The first subject, and I do welcome all of you who are in our listening audience to just drop us a line today. Let us know where you're listening from. I hope that you do find this to be a compelling subject. I think you will. And let's go deeper into the topic. I'm going to just take 1 second. I'm going to open this stream up on YouTube. And here, let me just pause it right there. I'm just going to pause you. And we don't want to hear you either. And here's what we're going to do. Let's start off with a short video I pulled up for today. And bear with me. Oh, here we are. I have this short video I'm going to add to the stage, just about 3 minutes or so long. This is on the subject of conscious consumerism. Let's go right into it.
Consumerism is the ideology that buying something is going to make me better, happier, or more complete. But often the things incomplete us. Now, Ryan and I, as the minimalists, people will call into our podcast all the time, and they think that simply getting rid of everything is also going to make them happy. That's just another form of consumerism in a way. We like having stuff. It's just the appropriate amount of stuff. The things that enhance our lives, augment our lives, add value to our lives. The problem is we have so many things, it gets in the way of the things that will actually bring us joy. Consumerism is the ideology that buying something is going to make me better, happier, or more complete. But often the things incomplete us. Now, Ryan and I, as the minimalists, people will call into our podcast all the time, and they think that simply getting rid of everything is also going to make them happy. That's just another form of consumerism in a way.
All right. That was one of two hosts of the Minimalist podcast on YouTube. I can go deeper into that. But here, what I will do is just share this link with you, our listeners. And again, the topic they were talking about was, bear with me, 5 surprising signs you are a hoarder. So, consumerism, we're talking about really conscious consumerism. And let me copy that and paste that into the various websites so you can participate in it too. I would love to hear from you today. If you are in the house, talk to us. You can send an email, you can drop a note. And I'm on the topic of consumerism. I'm just going to put up a couple of links here. Consumerism. And we're going to go right into today's topic as soon as I drop a couple of links here on Facebook, which if you want to get access to these links that I'll be sharing today permanently, you go to my Facebook page, which is Facebook.com/KEIDI_AWADU, and you will get access to what it is that we do here on the regular program. So where are we at? We are over here. And number 1, let us define conscious consumerism. Conscious consumerism means understanding how every purchase affects your financial health, community, and environment. It's about replacing automatic habits with intention. Replacing automatic habits with intention. Asking questions like, do I really need this? Or does this align with my values? This mindset shifts focus from instant gratification to long-term satisfaction. By recognizing the emotional and social triggers behind our purchases, we gain control over spending patterns. Conscious consumers balance need versus want, consider the full life cycle of products, and cultivate habits that foster financial stability and personal well-being. In essence, it's about empowering yourself to buy less but better, spending purposefully, not passively. That's the definition of conscious consumerism. The effective income mindset. Point 2. Effective income refers to how much value your earnings actually deliver after you meet your needs and obligations. Even without earning more, you can increase your effective income by spending more strategically. For example, negotiating bills, avoiding impulse purchases, and reducing wasteful habits helps retain more of your paycheck's worth. It's about focusing on how far your money takes you, rather than how much you make. By monitoring lifestyle creep and prioritizing meaningful expenses, your savings grow naturally. By monitoring lifestyle creep and prioritizing meaningful expenses, your savings grow naturally. This mindset reframes financial growth from earning more to keeping and optimizing what you already have. We covered this last week. Today, we're going deeper into this topic on Making Money Fridays. Love to hear what you think about this conversation. If you do have an opinion you want to share, just drop a note. You can always just drop a note and say, hey, I am in the house today. You can always hit the like button on your listener browser. We welcome all of your points of contact. Going forward, and bear with me here, I have to make this easier to access on my desktop. Okay, going forward, point number 3, value-based shopping. Value-based shopping prioritizes long-term worth over short-term appeal. Instead of chasing low prices or trendy items, mindful consumers evaluate cost per use, durability, ethical standards, and personal alignment. A cheaper item that breaks after a month ends up costing more than a high-quality one that lasts for years. It is also about aligning purchases with your values, supporting local makers, sustainable brands, or companies with fair labor practices. By spending consciously, you express your principles through your wallet, ensuring your money circulates in ways that support both economic and moral integrity. Economic and moral integrity, very important. Number 4, the power of the pause. The pause is a simple but powerful technique to combat impulse spending. Before buying, pause for 24 hours or even a week to reflect on whether you truly need the item. This delay allows emotional triggers such as stress or social influence to fade, leaving space for rational evaluation. Often, the urge passes and you realize the purchase wasn't necessary. Over time, small pauses yield major savings and reinforce mindful money habits. The pause effectively transforms buying into a deliberate, thoughtful act rather than a reflexive act. The pause is a cornerstone of financial mindfulness and emotional self-regulation. The power of the pause. I love books. I love books. And about a little bit over a week ago, I bought a new book. It's around here somewhere. And wherever it is. And I really did want this book. So I bought it. And by the time it got here, I hadn't lost interest in the topic, but I had deprioritized the topic somewhat. So that is where a 24-hour pause between queuing the book up, because I did buy it on Amazon, queuing the book up and actually purchasing the book, that 24-hour pause would have come in handy for me. And now that I have the book, and the book is around here somewhere, where is it? The Age of Surveillance Capitalism by Shoshana Zuboff. It's a very, very good book, and it's a very lengthy book too. But I haven't really dived into it. So I could have saved that spending, because I had actually found her research and did a lengthy report on surveillance capitalism. It's a good book to have as a reference book in the house, no doubt whatsoever. But, I could have used the savings. So the power of the pause is point number 4. Next, number 5, negotiating everyday bills. You can often save hundreds of dollars yearly by merely negotiating recurring bills. Phone plans, internet rates, insurance premiums, and medical balances. Many companies offer discounts or loyalty deals if you ask, if you merely ask. Before calling, research competitor offers, then politely request a rate review or customer retention discount. Track every subscription and question auto renewals. This habit not only reduces expenses, but also builds confidence in financial communication. Negotiating bills proves that minor efforts can yield major financial improvements, reinforcing your control over where your money goes and ensuring your spending reflects active decision making and not corporate defaults. That's a very, very important point. Negotiating everyday bills. How many of us do that? I do it, but not nearly enough. And people are constantly doing it to me. So we can work it out. Sometimes, more often, we'll work it out in my favor. Number 6, avoiding lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation happens when spending increases as income rises. Upgrading cars, homes, or wardrobes because, quote, you can, unquote. But every upgrade delays long-term financial freedom. Avoiding it means continuing to live slightly below your means even as you earn more. Channel pay raises or bonuses toward debt reduction, savings, or investments instead of new expenses. This strategy compounds wealth over time, Conscious consumers recognize that real status isn't in possessions, but in flexibility and security. Recognizing this distinction helps you prioritize choices that expand freedom rather than financial obligations. And boy, I sure suffer from that. Lifestyle inflation. I suffer from it. As my income grew, I grew into a higher spending pattern. And then the income shrank. And I was out there just kind of strung out. I'm going to admit it. Has that happened to you as well? Number 7, buying experiences over things. Research consistently shows that experiences like travel, art, or shared meals produce longer lasting happiness than material goods. Objects tend to fade into routine while experiences build memories and social connection. Conscious consumers invest in activities that enrich life rather than accumulate stuff that requires maintenance. This doesn't mean never buying things. but prioritizes purchases that enable meaningful experiences, like a bike for outdoor adventures. Choosing experiences nurtures gratitude, reduces clutter, and aligns spending with emotional and psychological well-being, turning money into a tool for joy and enrichment rather than accumulation. Buy experiences over things. And that reminds me of a hoarder. And the things become the experience, but the depth of the hoarder's experience is very brief. In just the accumulation, after the accumulation, the hoarder just finds a place to put that thing, and then they feel unsatisfied and they go looking for more things. Buying experiences over things. Number 8, using technology for smart spending. Digital tools can transform how you track, plan, and save money. Budgeting apps categorize expenses, identify trends, and alert you to overspending. Budgeting apps. Subscription trackers all help find expense. Subscription trackers help forgotten charges. Automation features can direct money to savings or pay off debt before it's spent elsewhere. Credit card platforms can analyze spending patterns and reward cash back opportunities. Smart spending isn't about restricting yourself. It's about leveraging data to make informed, low-effort adjustments. The goal is to stay financially aware without constant manual management. When technology enhances mindfulness, conscious saving becomes both easier and more engaging. Good points. And there are numerous apps now that can track our spending patterns, and we need to be aware of them. We can find an app that can automatically track your credit rating, your balance of your credit cards. Take advantage of it. Point number 9, personal sustainability as financial strategy. Personal sustainability. Sustainable living and financial prudence go hand in hand. Repairing items instead of replacing them, buying secondhand, and minimizing waste can dramatically reduce expenses. Cooking at home instead of ordering takeout, using public transport, or switching to renewable products all contribute to financial and environmental resilience. Conscious consumers recognize that sustainability isn't just an ethical choice, it's an economic one. Each eco-friendly decision reduces consumption and dependency, preserving both natural and financial resources. Aligning sustainability with your goals turns mindful living into a strategy for lasting prosperity and freedom. Very good points. The final talking point, building a conscious plan, a conscious spending plan. A conscious spending plan is more than a traditional budget. It's a roadmap of intentional choices. You decide which expenses energize you and which drain you. Then direct money toward the former. For instance, prioritize hobbies, learning, or experiences aligned with personal growth, while cutting passive costs like impulse buys or unused subscriptions. Review values regularly to ensure your spending reflects evolving goals. I'm going to repeat that. That's very important. Review values regularly to ensure your spending reflects evolving goals. This plan creates clarity and satisfaction by matching money management with meaning. It is how conscious consumers turn financial planning into a daily practice of self-awareness and empowerment. So those are the 10 key principles, conversation points around the topic of the consumer's guide to making more money. Now, as I was reading number 10, I was thinking about making a plan or a monthly plan, this monthly spending plan, and I should have done this already. Make a monthly spending plan. So this is a homework, our call to action. Make a monthly spending plan, then using AI resources, and my favorite right now is Perplexity, PERPLEXITY.ai. That's my favorite. We've been studying it on the Thursday program, and as I hope you are aware that our Thursday show is now a 28-part classroom on using AI. So make a monthly spending plan, then using AI resources and tracking each individual expense, maximize the spending power you already have. Cut unneeded expenses until you can afford them. So that's our homework for today. Make a monthly spending plan. Then using AI resources, Perplexity AI or whatever one you choose, and track each individual expense, maximizing the spending power you already utilize. Not only already have, utilize. Cut unneeded expenses until you can afford them. So that's what's on the table for today. I hope you find it to be useful. And guess what? I finished the program kind of early today. If nobody contacted me, and not much of a listening audience. So I'm going to go ahead and move on out of here for today. Thank you all. Thank you all, the few that you are, for tuning in. And I do appreciate, love you being in the house. And I'm going to play the video. No, I'm not going to play the video again. I played it earlier at the beginning, so you can always go back and watch it all again. You've been tuned into your favorite. I hope it is your favorite. We are LIB Radio, LIB TV, and livinginblack.com. Tell your friends to tell their friends that we have our own now. And we're very proud to be bringing this, despite the fact that today's audience was almost not in existence. Maybe I hit a wrong button or something, but we do the best we can with what we got, always striving to do even better as we get even more on LAB Radio, LAB TV, and on livinginblack.com. Peace, y'all.